I find that I still need to talk a little bit more about anger because there's so many people that experience anger, they just express it in different ways. So the one type express it externally and they will, I want to say, lose their shit, and they'll just blurt out everything that has been boiling up, and they will just flip their lid, say what they need to say, and all the anger's out. And then I'm going to say go on as if nothing has happened. And other people that was on the receiving end of that anger then sits with it, those emotions, and they can't necessarily also act the same way due to fear of consequences, especially if it was a boss that acted that way, or a partner or something like that. So the second type is those that internalize the anger. The anger is within them. They condemn how it has been externalized. So, in that judging and condemning how it has been externalized, they don't allow themselves to externalize anger. So then they just suppress it and push it down. Then the third type is where they handle anger in a passive aggressive way. So although they don't externalize it, they act in such a way that those that is aware would be aware of the passive aggressive nature, how things are said, how things are responded to, how things are done. So to look at how do you handle anger, and then there's those that think I don't get angry at all. I have no anger. I'm not angry with anyone. But what they do is that they make everybody right and they make themselves wrong. So they feel wrong for the angry feelings that they feel. So they can't be angry because this one is an authority figure, or this one is a mother, or this one is this or that or the other, and I cannot be angry with them. So I must be wrong. I can't get angry, so I'll just also push that down. So then there's just a building up of this angry energy. It's more angry towards self for either going to the church and hearing that I should not judge, or I should not do this, that, or the other, and then judging yourself, and then being angry with yourself for falling into those traps, or doing what you think is not appropriate. And we all just can't be good. We all have all the emotions that there is. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly. All of us. How we handle it is just different. And a lot of ailments is caused by that which don't get handled, that which don't get expressed. So you might ask, Fiona, so what do I do? My mother used to get so angry and I didn't like it. I don't want to become like my mother, so I don't want to be this angry person. I feel a lot of guilt and remorse after I've been angry. So this ain't working for me. And one way to deal with that could be writing, journaling. So because the anger is inside of us, we need to get it out. And by writing, it flows out of our arms, out of our hands, out of our system, so we release it. And it can be, say for instance, you had an issue at work, and you might say, dear John, or dear Susan, or dear whoever you had an issue with, I really didn't like the tone that you spoke to me today. I didn't like how it made me feel. I don't like you undermining my intelligence. I don't like this, that, and the other. It may be throat chakra issues, not expressing that. So for a few of you, I can already pick it up. There's this blockage here that the words wants to come out, but you don't have the guts to say it. And in writing, you really need to get it out. You don't say it pretty, you don't mince your words, you just say it all. And then you fold it in four and you burn it. You transmute that energy because it's not necessarily their issue. They are the way they are. It's your issue about them, and it's also your issue about yourself. So what I've recently also have done more of is ask myself those questions. So if I'm aware that I feel a certain way, we are multidimensional beings of light. So we are not just our current self, we still have our inner child with us, we have our adolescent, rebellious one within us, we have our adult self, we have all parts of us. We have our emotional self, our mental self, our spiritual self, our physical self, and they all interact differently, they all react differently. And although you might have a certain understanding, you are aware that you are not happy. So I would have a conversation with myself, asking, how are you feeling about this? Do you want to do anything about it? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to, are you ready to forgive? Are you ready to let go? What will make it comfortable, or what do you need to let go? And it's interesting the things that comes up. It's interesting the things that comes out, because it's not things that I would think of, but I would then be aware of, this part of me needs this. This part of me needs to set boundaries. So this part of me needs to express what I won't allow. This part of me needs to stop this behavior, either within others or with myself, or this dance that we tend to play, especially between a narcissist and an empath. You don't necessarily have to, if they say, do you want to dance? I'm angry. You can say, you know what, I'm going to sit this out. You can bow out gracefully, and you can do something else. You don't have to interact, because sometimes some people run their lives on the narrative of anger, and they're just angry at everything, and everybody is wrong, and everything in their life goes wrong, and everybody, they would have a sense that everybody acts inappropriately and everybody is stupid or whatever, and they just have so much anger. But one thing I can tell anybody on the receiving end of this is, whatever comes out of a person's mouth mostly applies to them. And so if you are on the receiving end of any verbal abuse, know that the words that they tell you mostly applies to them. And those that need healing, those need opening up of throat chakra, I'm here for you. So with this, I bid you the most magical day, full of joy, full of happiness, and full of peace. May peace follow you day by day. Bye.